Here are two of the biggest crocodiles caught during World War II, and stay to the end to hear a major channel update. The first topic is this giant saltwater crocodile claimed to be 30 feet long. I originally found the photo on Animal Picture Archive, and it was uploaded in 2008 with the following description. My dad, Charlie Ledet, standing behind 30-foot crocodile killed on Saipan Island in 1943 during World War II. The person who uploaded this is named Darren, and I'm assuming Darren is Charlie Ledet's child. I did some more digging and found the photo in the following article with this caption. However, what's stated seems to be inaccurate. A woman by the name of Stephanie Ledet commented on the article in 2011 and said, "The first picture in this post, old World War II picture of the giant croc killed on Saipan Island, was taken in 1944, not 1943. That man standing behind the croc, the one who killed it with a hand grenade, is my late grandfather. His name was Charlie Ledet. He was in the Navy, stationed there in the Mariana Islands during World War II. My father currently holds the original photo. It is a testament to my family that you can take a Cajun out of the bayou, but you can't take the Cajun out of the man. He was at war and still found time to go gator hunting." Charles Ledet Jr. also commented on the same post and said the US Navy stationed there said the crocodile was known to attack villagers and wildlife. Looking at the photo, this definitely is a big animal, but as of now, there's no way to prove how big this crocodile is. It doesn't help either that this photo is obviously using forced perspective to make the croc appear larger, along with the fact Ledet is far behind the reptile. There is also the fact that Saipan is not in the typical range of this species, but it is not really an unusual place compared to other areas where saltwater crocodiles have strayed off to while swimming in the ocean. If you want to learn more about this, I just wrote a Patreon post about weird places the species has swam to. Charles Ledet Jr. and Noah G. Ledet both seemed up for discussing this crocodile in more detail at the time, but I unfortunately have not found any way to contact them. If anyone knows how to contact the sons of Charles Ledet, please let me know, as I'd love to hear more about this crocodile. The second topic is this image of some World War II soldiers with a dead crocodile they killed. This remained one of the most cryptic photos of any giant crocodile I had seen, as I couldn't find detailed information about this crocodile for the longest time. While looking for information associated with the picture, I found a description from an unknown source. One of the biggest crocodiles ever to be captured in Papua New Guinea, it was known as the Father of Loniu, a 20 feet saltwater croc. Living along the seashore near Lorengau, Manus Island, it had dragged into the water and eaten at least 2 males and made regular raids on villages in the area for chickens and piglets. The father eluded capture for many years, and in desperation, villagers turned to the Australian servicemen stationed at the Loniu Bridge for help. A group of servicemen spotted the father basking on the sands and shot it dead. On examination, they found no less than 30 bullets embedded in its skin from previous encounters with hunters. This photo was taken in the early 1940s. It is almost certain the 2 servicemen in the picture were those responsible for the kill. While I cannot confirm this additional detail, it seems the claim of this croc being from Papua New Guinea came from this book. I discovered this after reading Timothy James Dean's book, where he describes how he found the picture of the crocodile with its father name in this book. Another interesting detail is on a Facebook post talking about this crocodile. It was claimed the crocodile's length was actually 27 feet long. While the claims tied to this crocodile are fascinating and perhaps a large crocodile was killed during this time and place, it seems the photo of this crocodile might not be from Papua New Guinea. Looking more into the origins of this photo, I stumbled upon it again in one of my favorite crocodilian books, Biology and Evolution of Crocodilians. In the book, it stated, "A large Crocodilus porosus shot among mangroves in the Howard River a few kilometers east of Darwin, Northern Territory, Australia, on 9 March 1945. This was before the end of the Second World War, with troops still stationed in defense of Darwin. So it seems this crocodile could have been from Australia, not Papua New Guinea." To add more information tied to this crocodile, in a blog post from Richard Freeman about several giant crocodilians, Freeman stated the man who shot it claimed it was 28 feet long. Looking more into this crocodile, I found the picture again on this website. Giant crocodile, photographed 9 March 1945 by Flight Sergeant Selwyn Day of the RAAF using a box Brownie camera in Darwin, Northern Territory, Australia. It was shot by men of No. 2 Airfield in mangroves on outtide Howard River. They measured it as 28 feet 4 inches long, but in reality, it may only be around 22 feet long. It should also be said, one website states one of the men in this photo was named Dr. Harry Jenkins. So it seems there's been a lot of confusion over the origin of this photo. But let's ask the main question. How big was this crocodile?
Particularly the ones, for example, hanging from the top of that winch. I mean, that is really a massive crocodile. And it does look like it could be 20 feet long. How are we going to tell? And you can say, okay, the man was 5 foot 10 inches, and sort of, but was he a little bit behind or a little bit ahead of the croc? You could do all sorts of fiddling and figure it out exactly how long it was. I think we came up to something like 17 and a half feet for that one, by the way.
While we can't say anything definitive, I think it's safe to say this crocodile wasn't anywhere near 27 or 28 feet long. I think there's a legitimate chance of it being around 20 feet, but it's hard to say. Same with the Let It photo. If anyone has additional information about this crocodile, please contact me. I am currently in the beginning stages of writing a study and a book about giant crocodilian claims. For the past 5 to 6 years, I have been collecting hundreds of reports about crocodilians exceeding 20 feet in length. And the reason I'm bringing this up is because it's going to impact the channel. As many of you know, a large chunk of this channel is dedicated to giant crocodilian claims. And the reason I've been able to produce so much quality content on that subject is because I've invested so much time researching this. The fact that I'm 22 years old and have collected so much information on this subject is just truly a blessing. The idea to write a book and a study on this subject has long been on my mind. And while the exact focus of the book and the study will be revealed at a later date, I can say that, at least in my opinion, once everything's said and done, it will be the biggest mark I'll leave for crocodilian research. There are a couple main reasons why I'm bringing the study and the book up. First is because I do believe that there is a small chance that I can do something that would allow me to talk about this subject to a much broader audience. While I can't say what exactly that is, if I am given that opportunity, it would be absolutely incredible. It's a long shot, but it's, in my opinion, within the realm of possibility. However, to make sure that I can do the thing I'm talking about in confidence, I need to make sure that I compile the data that I've collected all these years so I can talk about everything in a really comprehensive and educational way. The second reason I'm bringing this up is because I need to balance both creating videos and working on these projects. Because of that, videos will most likely be released every other week. Given how these projects and the videos take a lot of time to create, I need to pace myself to make sure that I don't overwhelm myself with work. However, that is not to say that I want to stop creating some form of content throughout the month. As mentioned previously in this video, I now have created a Patreon, which will focus on my crocodilian research, obscure crocodilian topics, as well as updates on any videos that I'm making. The Patreon is only $3 a month, and it would allow me to continue my research and help me pay my bills if videos start slowing down. Another update I have for the channel is I will be focusing more on my nuisance alligator trapping. In the past, it was difficult to videotape most captures because, well, I'm focusing on doing my job and I don't have a cameraman with me. However, I, along with my boss Ron, who is starting his own YouTube channel, have gotten GoPros to help us film our captures. This will help us film while on the job and keep our focus on the alligators. I'm really looking forward to showing everyone more hands-on type videos. Even though some things will be changing in the channel, this no way means that things are going to end. The fact that 2024 alone, the channel got over 6 million views is just mind-boggling to me. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The fact that I am able to say that I have a YouTube channel dedicated to crocodilians as a job, it's mind-boggling and it's a blessing. It really is. I've been in love with these animals since the age of 3 years old, so to be able to, teach people about crocodilians on YouTube, which is something that I've wanted to do since I was a kid. I've had little milestones since I was little, things I wanted to do. I was like, I want to work at a zoo or something when I'm in high school. I want to work with alligators in the wild. I want to work on a book. And YouTube has kind of been one of those things. I always told myself that I would love to have a film series or make documentaries about crocodilians, and this channel has kind of allowed me to do that. And I don't take it for granted. It's a blessing. I can't say it enough. This channel is a blessing, and I really am thankful to everyone that supported me, everyone that watches the videos. I wouldn't be here if people weren't interested, and I'm just amazed at how well the channel has done. So thank you all for sticking around, and I'm really looking forward to what 2025 has to offer. Thank you.
To learn more about the animals you just saw, buy the second edition of What We Get Wrong About Crocodilians. It examines claims of giant crocodiles, World War II massacre, regenerating tails, alligators in the sewers, their record land speeds, and more. The book examines claims many, including experts, get wrong about these animals, and the second edition includes updated information, pictures, and more. Buy What We Get Wrong About Crocodilians, the second edition, in physical or digital formats. Link in bio, comments, or description to buy.